A most happy Good Friday, the 15th of April, 2022. I am ALPHEUS with my chat, and I have the distinct opportunity to speak with Coach EDNAL ROLLE concerning the Carifta Games that are now going on in Kingston, Jamaica. And he is a coach, and he will tell us a little bit about the Carifta Games, and I will chime in at the same time.
Hi, ALPHEUS. Hi. It's a pleasure to be here. Definitely, we're in the spirit of the Carifta Games, where our Caribbean athletes compete at the highest level for us here in the Caribbean. I'm excited about getting back to Carifta after 2 years of COVID. So
in the whole area,
the whole world, you know. So it's good that we have the Carifta game back. We're excited here in the Bahamas to see our top junior athletes finally return to the Carifta game that will be held this year in Jamaica. And like I said, it's an exciting moment. They just got in yesterday, safe, and we're looking for some fine performance from Team Bahamas.
And I'd like to let you know that our Prime Minister, Philip Davis, is there, and the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture is there also. And I guess we have 2 planes going to that are in Jamaica. But let me tell you a little bit about Jamaica. Jamaica has a history of significant performances, from the team that beat the United States, Herb McKinley and the rest of them, to a significant amount of people that you can't count. And I have asked Andrew Times, who went to Texas at El Paso, to connect with his man, the first one at the World Championships, who won the 400 meters with Herb McKinley, and tell him a little bit more about Jamaica, because they have the champs.
Yeah, Jamaica would have just completed their high school championships.
But they have many more schools than we do.
Yes, definitely. They have more schools than we do, and some fine performances. Some great performances
at
that level, junior level. We know that Jamaica over the last few years has been producing quality junior athletes up to collegiate and to the elite status. So, like I said, it's going to be exciting to see those Jamaican junior athletes compete as well this weekend. I'm not certain if most of them who would have performed at the championship would be competing at the Trials.
Well, I'm not sure. You mean Carifta?
Yes.
But it's in Jamaica.
It's in Jamaica, yes.
And so Jamaica is going to show the best to the world and the best to the Caribbean.
Yes.
But what they concentrate on is the pen relays.
Yes.
The pen relays is a different thing completely.
And that will be in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, in the next.
Pen relays.
You know, towards the end of April.
Yes.
In Pennsylvania.
Yes, definitely. So, like I said, you know, it's always a good feeling, particularly when you're in Jamaica, because track and field is one of their #1 sporting event, and you know the support that you get from Jamaica is just is phenomenal. The atmosphere is like no other.
You cannot get the support anyplace else.
I'm telling you, Carifta, I've never seen that much support throughout my career as a junior athlete going to Carifta Games than what I've seen from when it's held in Jamaica.
Well, I have to tell you this. Do you know that Jamaicans have been, champs has been over 100 years? And anybody who was involved in track and field made it a point to go to that event. I didn't get to that event, but I've been to Jamaica quite a number of times, and I've been to champs once. And it is unbelievable how well they do. But talk about some of the events in particular, and then talk about some of the other islands who would be close to the Bahamas, and well, they're not going to be close to Jamaica.
Well, you know, you have Trinidad and Tobago, you have Barbados, St. Lucia.
Yes.
You know, St. Lucia has a small contingent.
And the country that the bronze medal in the 400 meters in the Olympics is from.
Yes.
And he has a stadium named after him.
Yes, that would be Karani
James. Yeah, Karani James.
Former champion, champion,
world champion,
and
Olympic
champion. So, you know, the Caribbean Games the Caribbean Games is so important, you know, for the development of youth athletes, and you know, it plays an important role in, you know, giving those athletes an opportunity to get college scholarships, you know, an opportunity to get you know, a collegiate degree, you know, to further advance himself in life. So the Caribbean Games it's important. It's a, you know, it has brought so many world and Olympic champions through this form of passion.
Tell us about their coaches, and we have the athletes who are in particular places where they're trained. Tell us about some of them.
Say it again.
Tell us about the coaches. Who was the coach of Usain Bolt? Who was the coach of this person and the next person? And the athletes don't even wonder about that, because he knows they know what to do.
Yes, like I said, it's been proven, you know, over the last 20 years.
20 years,
I mean,
yes.
As far as the world scene, Jamaica has really been dominating, and so, you know,
men and women.
So it's important that, you know, other Caribbean countries, you know, find out what it is that they're doing. That we can, you can probably, you know, we could do some of the similar things because obviously what they're doing is working.
It's working.
You know, I know in the Bahamas we have a lot of clubs. You know, we have individual clubs where in most cases we may identify a talent and, you know, have the parents or their high school coach bring them to that club where they could get, you know, specific training. But the system that Jamaica has, where they identify a talent and then you pull them and put them in you know, environment where they can focus on their training and school. So you take them out of the home.
That's right.
And I think that works well, because it's hard for a young person to do school, and then, you know, you have to go home and then you do your training. But the system where you know, they are in that environment where all of the athletes, you know, the promising ones in particular, are there, and their main focus is on their schoolwork and then their training.
Our people who go down to Jamaica, they have drums and whistles and everything else, and the people in the stadium are going to say, "Why don't you all shut up? Let us watch." But then you have Turks and Caicos. So there are a ton of countries in our area that do unbelievably well
at the birthday games.
Yes.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, it's a great environment for the top junior Caribbean athletes to, you know, really excel and perform at you know, at their full potential, or, you know.
I just have to put in something for the Bahamas. The Bahamas has had a Mike Sands, who is now the president of NACA. The Bahamas has a Shawnee Milebo,
yeah,
and a Stephen Gardner. So you can see that we are on our way. And we had a 100-meter runner who ran the 100, and I think he ran the 4.
Yeah, that would be Anthony Strawn. She would have run most recently.
No, I'm talking about the man. We talk about Anthony Strawn. About Samson Colbert.
Yes.
He ran 10.01 in Atlanta. He now has come from Purdue with Norbert Elliott to go to Atlanta. He's already finished school. And 10.01 and it's 0.13 or something like that. Negative. I'm talking about negative wind. And for him to do that. So he is already qualified for Eugene, Oregon.
Yes.
But the plan is that you run and run and run. Don't run too much, because when you come to our trials, you have to be ready.
Yeah, of course, that's the job of the for the coaches to
to
manage their athletes. You want to run fast, but then it's most important to run fast at the right time. It's one thing to run fast early, but then you get to the competition or the championship, and you're not up to that standard where you were when you began the season or during your season. So that's one thing I'm certain that their coaches will be mindful of, because you want to ensure that your athletes are at their best when it comes to that championship or that trial to make that championship. So it's one of those things that us as coaches we try to manage, or to get our athletes to peak at the right time.
So when Shawnee was running, she decided that in one of the tours in Europe, in Britain,
right?
She decided that she was going to get out of that race, because her people who coach her, you don't just have one person coaching, you have a ton of people, a team, and she listens to the team. And if you listen to the team and the coach, you will do well. And if you do otherwise, what you shouldn't do, you'll be out.
Yeah, it's important that you trust. You come into a program and you want to trust your process, or the program that you're under. So of course you're getting advice and guidance from your head coach and those who assist along with the program. Shawnee would have just won the indoor world 400 meters. So we expect some great things from her. We also have now Devin Charlton, who made the Olympic finals last year at the Olympic Games, just got a silver medal in the indoor 60-meter hurdle. So we're excited about her, and we expect great things from her this year.
And Shawnee's sister is doing the high jump at Carifta.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, she's doing the high jump and the heptathlon.
Okay.
So of course she would have qualified in the high jump and would have shown promise in the women's heptathlon or the girls' heptathlon. So
is she in the under?
She's 20.
We also need to say that in Carifta there's an under 17 and under 20.
Yes,
so it makes a difference.
Yeah, that's under 17 and under 20 divisions. For the Bahamas, we have that issue where we have some great under 17 athletes, females in particular. But when they get to that under 20, we tend to lose them. We have to find a way to keep our females, particularly the under 20 girls, when they get 17 and off age, whether they're young adults, maybe the sport is not that attractive, or it's a bit challenging then, because you're running with girls who are 19 or a bit stronger than them. So we're working on that now, where we could find ways to keep our females in the sport, for that under 20 division. So It's a lot of things we have to work on here in the Bahamas, and I think once we get that, we can get a hold of our young women, our young girls, where we can keep them in the sport, where they can progress and reach their full potential.
Well, Coach, tell us what your job is at the University of the Bahamas.
Well, I should have said that at the beginning. Yes.
No,
of course.
Yes,
of course. My name is EDNAL ROLLE. I'm the head track and field and cross country for women's and men here at the University of Bahamas. Right now we are independent, but we're in transition to go to the NAIA division. So we're excited about that. We compete independently. Of course, we do everything that's required of us as far as ensuring that the athletes keep their grades. We use the NAIA standards. This weekend we would have just competed at the University of Miami Hurricane Invitational, where we would have had one of decathlon athletes qualify for the Commonwealth Games and breaking the national record and setting a new record of 7,762 points. So we're excited about that. And his name is Kendrick Thompson, and he holds the decathlon record. So now he's holding the national record and on pace to qualify for the World Championships for Eugene, Oregon. So definitely I will be beginning next year for Carifta Games, starting to recruit internationally. So you'll be seeing me at these Carifta Games recruiting, giving those an opportunity to use their talent and get a free college education through athletics, and competing in the NAIA divisions, Sun Conference, and trying to win championship here in the Bahamas. So I'm excited about that. I'm looking to bring something like pen relays that I never of course, the University of Bahamas relays, where we have colleges come and compete, high school come and compete, in the Bahamas, where we'll be sanctioned, where colleges come and qualify their relay teams, qualify their teams, or, they're in those individual events.
And with that in mind, there's something called the World Relays.
Yes,
and
so definitely, that's where I got the idea from, is, success through World Relays. When it actually began, we held the first three were relays, and that environment where you had those professional athletes here at home. It was so good that they wanted to bring it back again and again. Because if I'm not mistaken, we were the one who brought that when the teams come out, celebration of the team, and the highlight and the fireworks and all that thing now. So we actually started that at the World Relays. And it's trend on for World Championship and now Olympic Games.
I really appreciate having Coach Roll with me because we put out some things that most people would not know. And because we've been in the sport for a long time, there's value of people listening to it. And we look forward to next week when we would have that young man. If he's not available, we will have, I'm talking about
Ramon Miller,
yes. One who anchored the London 2012
4x4.
And right there, we have, in terms of the, in terms of the performances, records, I think the Bahamas is about third or so, or fourth to Jamaica in the 4x4. But I will tell you this: is that we are going to have again and again a number of what we call what do we call it? Track and field legends.
Yes.
And we have 1 million of them in the Bahamas. We're looking at Nate, who works with tourism.
Yeah.
Oh, and he is excellent. He's a 4x4 also.
Yes.
Yeah, 4x4 also. Yes.
Silver medalist and world silver medalist.
Yes,
the
yes.
4x4.
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
2004.
Yes. So thank you ever so much. You go into the Olympics and it tells you the countries that have the best performances. Just look at the Olympic Games from 1896 to 2020. You would see the Bahamas. That's why they call us the Bahamas. Small country and great athletes. Thank you ever so much for allowing us to have this chat.